Hi, and welcome to the Outsource for Profit International Student Webinar presentation. We're going to quickly show you what the career path and the entrepreneurial opportunities are for students. If you're an international student or somebody who's thinking about becoming an international student, this is the right webinar for you to be on. We're going to talk about things that are relevant to you. I think it's an exciting opportunity for you to head overseas or to another country for your college education. However, there's a lot of risk, and there are a lot of things that maybe you haven't completely considered. There's an international student dilemma, something that we're very worried about, and that students are very worried about, and that relates to employment and how they're going to make money while they're overseas. Many international countries, many non-Western countries have a high unemployment rate. There's a lack of work, and that may be the case in your home country. When you come to a Western country and start taking the US or the UK or Canada or Australia or Europe, Western Europe, often the wages that are available for international students are low, or because of regulation, it's actually not possible. Visa regulation doesn't allow you to work overseas. And when you get here, school is often more expensive than you think. It's still something you should consider and you should do and be prepared for, but you need a way to create some income, to make some money so that you can afford to be at school and to enjoy the benefits of that, and it can be expensive. Often, international students end up with a lot of time on their hands. They take their classes, they do their homework, but since they don't have full-time jobs generally, and since they aren't always participating in sports or some of the other activities that happen at college, you end up with a lot of time on your hands. And this is a great opportunity to fill that time with a way to either a further education or to make money or whatever you might need. You also need the flexibility of time and income if you're an international student. You need to be able to mold your work schedule around your educational schedule. And you need the flexibility to earn as much or as little income as you might need over a period of time. And finally, the final part of the dilemma of being an international student is, can I take the skills back home with me? Can I learn things that are applicable back home in my education or my work or my employment elsewhere? So who are we? Outsource for Profit is an organization made up of professional entrepreneurs and business owners who have built businesses that have generated more than $100 million annually in the world of training, education, and outsourcing. We're experts in the product and outsource servicing. We've done years and years and years and millions of dollars worth of international outsourcing, so we know how to do that well. And we've worked with students all over the world to learn how to do these outsourcing opportunities. So the purpose of this webinar is to introduce you to the core business principles of outsourcing. What is it? What are the career path opportunities and the certification opportunities for you? And also, how can you make money doing outsourcing on your own from anywhere, from wherever you're at in the world? So what is outsourcing? Outsourcing is services that provide services for companies that can't do specific things themselves as effectively. So they might have cost issues, there might be management issues, they might not have the internal expertise to do a particular service. Examples of those might be manufacturing, call center support, sales, web design, programming, all types of marketing, production, content writing, accounting, payroll, bookkeeping. A lot of those things are done overseas or are outsourced even domestically for virtually every company in existence. Every company outsources something. They don't always do everything themselves. And it's estimated right now that just in the business process outsourcing world, BPO outsourcing, that this year it's $1 trillion of business will be transacted that way. So this is the largest global industry right now over other than oil production, oil and gas production. The largest industry is the outsourcing of services. So what is the career path if I'm an outsourcing specialist? There's a huge need in the business world, especially the international business world, for outsourcing. I have personally run, we'll talk about this later, but several large businesses and worked with many, many others. And this is a line of education and business that is in great need. You learn things in outsourcing like financial modeling, like analysis, like finding providers and reviewing sources, how to manage workers, especially offshore sourced workers, what the workflow is, how to manage assets, how to manage projects, how to negotiate deals. All of those things are super important in the international business world. So not only is there an international student dilemma, but there's a global education dilemma. And companies all over the world now are requiring more than just a degree because of the lack of experiential learning that's happening in colleges. I'm a consultant for universities in the U.S. I've worked with dozens of United States colleges and universities, and they all have the same issue. They're learning the things that they are teaching aren't experiential enough. What we mean by experiential is the student doesn't have a chance to actually apply what they learn enough. And companies are worried about that. So what companies are doing is they're taking it upon themselves to upgrade their employees. And they do that by offering and requiring internships. You've heard of those. Many companies are building their own training courses. We call those MOOCs. That's a massive open online course. It's an online training and online learning format. And many companies like AT&T and GE and others are doing that because they want to make sure that their employees have the correct learning and the correct experience. And then finally, experience is becoming more and more important for employment. In spite of the education, or instead of just a degree, they want you to have experience. That's the global dilemma. So what are colleges doing about that? Well, now they're pushing internships. And you'll see that in every college that you apply to, that there's many internships available, and they're pushing, they want you to have those experiences. They're pushing study abroad. Western colleges, you're coming to a Western college, but they're pushing going the other direction because, again, they want there to be an international or a global experience for their students. And they're offering certificate programs. You'll see that at every school that you apply to or that you attend, that there are many certificate programs, non-credit, not transferable programs. They're just additional learning. They're just exactly what the companies are providing, essentially. They're expensive. They're $2,700 to $100 to $3,000 generally per certificate. They try to have a more experience-oriented course, more experiential learning involved. They're usually specific to a skill set, and they're designed to boost your resume so that you can go apply for jobs and employment with experience and skill sets and training on top of their degree. They know that they have to add to their degree. So that's what they're doing about it. Well, here's what our solution is. We train people in outsourcing. And so we follow the same principles in learning and training that your college is going to. We teach you the principles and the best practices of outsourcing. We help you learn about the career opportunities, what those might be, how you access them, what you need to prepare yourself for. We build our lessons and training in an online MOOC format, just like an online learning class or like a company might build. But on top of that, we add the experience. You are going to earn while you learn. You're going to be doing and making money doing the things we're teaching while you're learning them. And then finally, if you choose, you don't have to choose this, but if you do, you can get certified as an outsourcing professional. Put that on your resume. It'll boost your resume or your CV as you go apply for employment. The other thing that happens is you'll be able to start your own outsourcing business. So part of this earn while you learn process, this experiential process, is to start your own business, to go out there, do what you're learning, make money at it. All right, you can do that full-time, part-time, from your dorm room, from somebody else's dorm room. around your own schedule. It's completely flexible, but you get to practice what you're learning while you're doing that. And of course, the most important thing is you got to learn how to make some money. We've got to solve this income solution for you while you're overseas, or even while you're back home and thinking about going overseas. We need to give you a way to make some income, make some money while you're doing this learning. So the owner of Outsource for Profit is a gentleman named Chriscottrill. He's an outsourcing expert. He's been a consultant for numerous companies around the world in outsourcing. All of his personal income and wealth comes from the outsourcing world. He's been very successful at it. He currently owns overseas providers in India, the Philippines, and other places. His network of providers that he allows us to access is also very large. And now he has developed educational programs around outsourcing. Many successful students and successful entrepreneurs have taken these programs and used them to help bolster their own personal income and their own education. Why did he do all of this? Well, he wanted more. He was a regular guy working and not happy with his income or the time that it took, and so he took a very large and scary risk, and he built an international call center about 15 years ago with about 2,500 employees. Since then, he's been doing it and making a great living and a lot of wealth and helping a lot of people in the process. So now, Chris has developed a proven system called Outsource for Profit. And the idea is that will help people become successful as outsourcers doing domestic or international outsourcing. And through this process, he applies and teaches successful and straightforward strategies to you as the masses, as the potential outsourcer and an international student. So here's how outsourcing works. Here's what we're talking about when we say outsourcing. You will go find the businesses who need work. And again, every business does it. So every single business needs help with something. They're either going to hire it in themselves, whatever that happens to be, or they're going to go find somebody to do it for them. They're going to outsource it to somebody else to do. Now, there's two ways for you to find that work. Wherever you're at, you can go and to your local businesses or domestic businesses, whatever country you're in, and find those who need work, right? And then use our system to find source providers that can give that work to them. The other way you can do it is online, and many students do this. They're a little shy about the idea of going and talking directly to businesses, so they use the materials and the sources that we provided them, and they can find a lot of the business online and make the connection there. The second step after you find the business that needs work is that you find the provider or the source to provide the work. And we have a 15-year, multi-million-dollar network of offshore relationships to provide those services, and we're going to give you access as a member of this program to that huge network and that valuable set of services. So you don't have to worry about finding those on your own. We'll direct you to the right place for those. And finally, how you make your money after you find the business who needs the help and then you find the provider for them. You make your money by charging the business more than you pay the provider. Okay, there's a little spread or margin in the middle that you keep for yourself. We'll show you how to set a small business up so that you can do that. You'll need to understand the regulations of the country that you're going to be in. Generally, they don't allow direct employment, but you can also set this business up in a friend or family member's name in your home country and have the amounts paid through PayPal or something and not get yourself in trouble that way. So we'll help you set it up, but you make a margin by connecting these two parties, and that's how you make your money. So why do our clients at Outsource for Profit succeed? Well, this is a proven system. It's taken 15 years of experience to build this. It's easy to follow. It's detailed. It's built in a structured learning method, so you can follow it like an online course. You have an experienced team of both domestic and offshore providers and experts to help you. And we do that through webinars. We do that through other trainings and the videos and materials that you'll see. but also will allow you the use of our offshore sites. This is why our clients are so successful. If they had to go find their own offshore providers, they wouldn't be able to make as good a deal as we can because of our volume of work that we send over. So we help you find the offshore sites that will provide you a better margin so you can make more money in the middle. And finally, we make sure that we continually game plan with you so that we're planning your success, and we're very consultative when it comes to that part of the process. So there's just a couple of examples of how you would actually use the system. I'll click on them quickly here. Well, why didn't it take me directly there? Let's try it again here. There it is. Running slow on the internet. So this is just a screenshot, or we're actually in the training site. Here are a couple of the modules or the lessons or the courses that are available. There are obviously many more. I just happen to be on this page. You can see that there's courses and webinars, and you can access the software. There are materials that we give you that will help you along the way. But let's just glance at one of these courses real quick, and you can see how this works. We'll click on this module number 9, developing a campaign and wrapping it up. There's lots of language here for you. You click on the curriculum. You'll see that there are videos. There are also exercises that you'll be able to download and use that just to make sure that you understand what's being taught, how to use it, that you can practice it. Not hard, not very long, but very helpful in the process there. Let me also click back into my slideshow, and let's actually watch the beginning of one of these courses, just so you can see what to expect here. We'll get the video running again. Here it is.
Hi, welcome to Module 3. In outsourcing, there are two main things that you need to know how to do to be successful. The first is you need to know how to find work to outsource. And secondly, you have to be able to find the companies or the individual to place the work offshore. In this module, I'm going to show you and guide you exactly through how to find work. Now, there's all sorts of ways to do this, and I know that for many of you, you may be apprehensive or concerned about this step. I want you to just rest easy. It's not that hard, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it so that you can be successful.
So that's Chris. That's our owner. He actually does that training himself. And so you're learning from an absolute expert on the things that you need to do. And that was an example of a course video.
Chriscottrill's product, the outsourcing guy. I did an interview with him a while back, and I got my hand on this product, and it's really good. Like, I think it's really, really easy to use. It can be used by anyone, and that's what I think is the most important thing about it. It was really easy to navigate, and everything was super simple, and even if you don't know anything about business, you can definitely get away with this and start making money really quickly. Everything is super easy to use, and it's so convenient because you're college students online. It's kind of like taking like an online class, but a lot easier, probably like one credit class or something like that. And it's really nice that you're going to make a lot of money from it too, which is perfect. I mean, for the international guys, it's going to be great because I'm telling you now, you're going to be earning minimum wage if you're not using this during school, because that's all you can do legally. But this is a really great opportunity for you, and you should dive in.
So that is Benji. Benji runs a little webcast called Student Source. He's a student from Zimbabwe, resides in the United States, and he did an interview with our CEO, with Chriscottrill, on this service. And since then, he was so enthralled or intrigued that he actually received the service, signed up on a membership, has gone out, and in just a couple of months, he's actually started his own call center in Zimbabwe, and has developed working relationships and contracts and already been paid. I think his first check was $8,000. Has already been paid for work in just a few weeks after receiving the course. So a great example happens all the time of opportunity for you as an international student to go as far as you want in income generation or in business. So what's the plan? How do I do this? Well, we have a 30-day success plan. First, we want you to get trained and if you choose, get certified. That's something you can choose to do. We need you to go through the training program. All right, take the lessons, take the courses. It doesn't take very long. Depends how many hours you can put into it, but it can be done in just 10 or 12 hours. You can do the exercises. You can watch the courses, and then we'll help you with your business game plan on. We'll actually work with you to launch, to decide how to start as quick as you can. You need to be out in the market, you're in the game, and you're working hard to find businesses, and then we'll help you find the providers for them. It's, again, not a difficult thing. It just takes work. It just takes some time and some effort, and it's something you can learn easily. Finally, you need to not have any fear about this. This is the largest industry in the world next to energy, all right? And so every business is aware of their needs and the opportunities that are available to them. We're simply inserting ourselves in the middle to show them an easy way and a cheaper way to get their work done. So you can't have any fear as you launch this. And within if you're like Benji, 30 to 60 days, he's actually already collected an $8,000 check to make that happen. So what's this worth? And what's it going to cost me? Well, your college education is generally $450 to about $800 per credit as you come into the U.S. or into a Western country college. And so generally you're talking in the neighborhood of $15,000 to $30,000 in tuition a semester to go to school. And frankly, most of those classes that you're going to take don't give you any applicable education. They're theoretical, they're academic. They don't give you an opportunity to actually apply what you're learning, and they certainly don't make you money while you're doing that, right? And so we think this is at least as valuable as going to school for a semester or a term. In the past, Chris has sold these outsourced training courses for as much as $5,000, just like essentially the same amount as a semester's of tuition for a semester. The software itself has been valued at about $2,000 that helps you access and find businesses that need that work done. The network, really, this is a tricky number because, frankly, this service network, is worth millions of dollars. It's taken 15 years and millions of dollars of business to build those relationships up and be able to provide you with the margin and the easiest way to get it done. There's support services, reporting, legal forms, all of the little things that you're going to need to operate your business. We value that at about $2,000. And finally, you're going to have some live training webinars. And I'll be honest with you, I think this is the most valuable part. When you have an opportunity to see and listen and talk to experts who are doing and applying the same principles you are, for me, that's the most valuable part of this education. We sell a year's access to those webinars by itself for $3,000. But of course, that's not what we're going to ask you to pay. This is about $17,000 worth of materials and accesses and courses here. And if you decide to get certified, we'll take you down that process of taking the certification exam. It's not super complicated. It's something you can do if you want to add that to your resume. We are creating a special opportunity for internationally based individuals and entrepreneurs, students or people who are thinking about becoming international students through our partnerships that we have that have sent you here. We want to make sure that we provide a limited opportunity to get as many students in as we can for a quick time at an affordable price. So we have shrunk this price down to $497 US, right? So the tuition for enrollment, if you do it right now, For international students, you'll be enrolling in the international student membership is only $497. There are limited memberships available. We're going to do it for a short period of time because generally we charge 10 times that or 20 times that. The only thing that you're going to commit to do by signing up is you're going to commit to refer one friend, one international friend to us so that we can expand our reach. And also, you're agreeing to send us a quick video testimonial like Benji did so that we can use it in future recruiting and sales. So this is a no-brainer. It's less than 1 credit, or about the cost of a single credit of your overseas schooling, and it's going to be ultimately so much more valuable. So it'll help you earn money, and it'll also help you to gain credibility to your resume and to your employment. So what you need to do is you need to click on the button, the Enroll Now or Buy Now button that's on this page, and that'll send you to our secure enrollment page. You can use your PayPal, you can use a major credit card, your PayPal account, or a major credit card. You'll sign up. There'll be a terms and conditions page that you'll have to agree to. That'll explain some of the details. You'll also be giving us personal information, name, address, email address, so that we can contact you enroll you as part of our program. And finally, we've just thrown in a special event, something for members, international members only. I have agreed, and Chris is the owner of this company. My name is Boyd Cannonwisher, and I agreed to do this webinar for him because we've done so much business together. But I am an experienced business owner and entrepreneur. I have generated business revenues in excess of $140 million a year. I've mentored more than 300,000 entrepreneurs through my businesses. I've managed more than 3,000 employees. I'm an education market expert, so I've consulted and worked with colleges all around the country on their programs and their enrollment. And I've got a few little money-making tips and secrets that I think will be helpful for you while you're going through this process or while you're looking for your next opportunity. And we're going to do a live interview. Chris is going to have a live interview with me. We would normally charge, if we were to run this as a live seminar event, and we'd get a hotel in Las Vegas or someplace else, New York, and we would have a live event, and we would charge people $2,500 or $3,000 each to attend and get these questions answered and have this interview. So we're agreeing to do that for free for Chris. I'm agreeing to do that for Chris for free, and that will be done within the next 2 weeks. We're shooting right now for approximately March 15th for that. But we're only going to invite the first 50 new international students. So this is a new program. If the first 50 people that sign up here are going to get invited to this personal live interview with Chris and myself, and that alone is going to be worth 10 times worth the amount of Chris's program. But we'll do that now, and you can't miss on this. This is something that if you're a student, an international entrepreneur, somebody looking to find a way to make some more money, to prepare yourself for employment in the future, and you're going to be overseas, particularly in an area that will be difficult for you to be employed, this is the answer. It's guaranteed. We get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you aren't happy with the training, if you don't feel like it was worth it, your money comes back to you. So you have absolutely nothing to keep you from doing it right now. So click on the button, enroll. It's very inexpensive, and we will get working with you, and I'll see you on this live interview in just a couple of weeks. Thank you.